Good morning. Today we are heading to America. I just woke up here at a random rest stop in the Yukon. There's actually some civilization around, some houses and stuff. Last night I hooked up this return duct to my diesel heater. Basically try to reheat already hot air so that we wouldn't have to use so much diesel in it. I will say it worked excellent. I was able to run the diesel heater on a much lower setting. You ready to load up? There we go. I just found a set of keys on the ground and it has a phone number on them. Fortunately, it's just the last 7 digits of the phone number and not the area code. I'm gonna try giving them a call and just guessing at the area code for the Yukon here. I'll leave a voicemail. Hey, I don't know if I got the right phone number, but I found a set of keys, or actually just one key, at a rest stop with a orange yellow tag thing on it. Over by outhouses, maybe Australia. It's got a kangaroo. I really don't know. I'll just leave them over here. Okay, there is some sort of bridge or something over here that we can take a look at. It was just random luck that we camped right over there last night. I had no idea that this was over here until we started pulling out. This bridge over here is kind of a remnant of the Alaska highways past. And up until the late 80s, this bridge would have carried cars across it. It was last restored in 2005. So at this point, it's really not original at all. It's more just historical. But the bridge at this location actually started in the early 1900s for miners to go across, and then was rebuilt in 1942 with the Alaska Highway. Now you can see the new modern bridge right over there that would have been built in the late 80s. Even though it's still a super wild trip up to Alaska, I'm kind of realizing that it's a much easier trip than it would have been 40 years ago. It is just noon right now, and the sun is poking over the top of that mountain. There is just not much sunlight every day. So here is the Alaska Highway. We are going north. Here's that new bridge that I was just talking about. The old one is over there. Just not passing gas. There's a little grocery store over here that we'll check in once we fill up. Should we do the gas station or the grocery store first? Gas station. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that. Hi. It's the water.
Good afternoon.
Oh, you know what? If it's still time, I'll add on the battery. One of these. We are headed towards Fairbanks. This section of road has permafrost under it, so it's been super bumpy going over it. You don't know, permafrost is basically where there's ice that does not melt under the ground. It's just there year round. Basically permanent frost. Basically will expand and contract and move the road around in ways that just makes it all lumpy bumpy.
That one got me a little.
I know, that was a big one. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon and the sun is already behind the mountains. Probably not below the horizon, but it's definitely already set for where we're at on the road, which is just crazy. That means we had about like 2.5 hours of daylight today. The stop sign here is in a native language. The trees on the road are starting to get to be so small and tiny. There's just, I think, not much sunlight this far north, and maybe the soils are a bit thin. But all the forests of these pines, they're just these skinny, tiny little trees. Later in the winter too, the snow probably gets high enough that it'll bury them so that they can't really get sunlight and grow during the winter months. So it's probably a very limited growing season for them. I gotta go in to activate the pump. Yeah, I think it's 5. Yep. All right. Does this one work? There we go. All around the gas pump, everyone's put their stickers. Where can we put ours? Let's see. See if, oh, that's icy. But here, right on the diesel pump. Yeah, I'm gonna look around real quick so I might add something to it. All right.
Eighteen loves their dog. And then the whole committee agrees we're all looking for it.
Oh my god.
Somehow he got into another hotel room.
What? There's a shower in the bathroom. We gotta get to America though.
Came up quick.
Yep. Our border crossing is literally right up here, so I'm just gonna pull over. Thankfully, there's a little rest stop here. That way we can get the cats in their crates, and hopefully we can get across without any issues.
Turn left.
Let's just take a quick peek in here, make sure everything's all right. I think it is. Yeah, just in case they have to search anything. There's some of this in the way, but hopefully they'll let me move it. All right, we should be good to go. I'm not sure that this one might be Canadian Customs. Oh, US Customs.
Got it.
Guys, this is actually Canadian Customs. We got to go another 30 kilometers to US Customs. Hello, sir.
Good evening, folks. If I may get your passport, right? Just 2 people on board tonight.
Yep. There's our passports.
Are you recording, ma'am?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
For
you turn it
YouTube.
off for me, please? Thank
Do we
you.
legally have to?
I prefer not to be on the internet.
Yeah, you won't be on it. Is that
And on
fine?
the inspection, yeah, you can't have that on there.
Okay.
Actually. So are you still recording me? Is that what you're telling me?
Basically, the recording really just kind of comes to here. So you're not in it.
Yeah. Can I get you to shut off for me?
I'd
During the
prefer not to
inspection?
unless I legally have to.
During the inspection, yes. You need
Okay,
to shut off.
is this an inspection right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Seeking admission into the United States.
That was a close call, but we just made it through the border here. I've never had that happen going into the US.
I know.
He didn't want to be recorded, but I also didn't want to give up my rights. So welcome to America, guys. We are at this point so close to the North Pole, Alaska. I can taste it. And by that, I mean I can taste the candy canes.
And hot chocolate. And cookies. And eggnog.
It's a nice pull out over here on the side of the highway. I don't think it's been plowed in a little while. I have literally never been not welcomed back to America by border agents. Normally, whenever I cross the border agents always say, welcome back, like welcome home or welcome back to America. I've never had that kind of reception before. Tomorrow, we're gonna have one more final push to get to the North Pole. Oh, you know what? We also have the battery for the smoke alarm to replace. I'll see you in the morning.